Welcome to the Stargazer channel. This is your astrological reading for the week of May 5th to May 11th, 2025.
And we have quite an interesting week shaping up, astrologically speaking.
Yeah, definitely. A couple of big shifts happening that could really influence things. Let's just dive right in, shall we?
Absolutely. So the main event, really, kicking things off is Pluto. It's stationing retrograde in Aquarius, technically starting May 4th, so its influence is strong right at the week's start.
Okay, Pluto retrograde. What does that typically mean when a planet stations retrograde like this?
Well, think of it like its energy turns inward. It prompts review, maybe transformation, in the areas it rules. Pluto's been moving forward in Aquarius since last year, right?
Right, focusing on those big themes, innovation, community, progress.
Exactly. So this retrograde, which lasts for months, asks us to take a deeper look. How are we actually engaging with those Aquarian ideas? It's an internal audit, almost.
So it's less about things literally going backward and more like a chance to reflect internally, maybe adjust course a bit.
Precisely. A pause for a powerful review. Then later in the week, May 10th actually, we get Mercury moving.
Mercury. Communication.
Right. It shifts into Taurus. And Taurus is, very grounded, sensual, focused on tangible stuff, deliberate.
Okay, so that suggests slower communication, more practical.
Yeah, could be. We might find ourselves thinking, speaking with more intention, valuing clarity, stability in how we talk to each other, maybe less scattered.
Interesting contrast. So we start the week with this deep internal Pluto vibe, and then communication gets more deliberate and earthy with Mercury and Taurus later on.
That's a good way to put it.
So how might all this play out for everyone? Let's break it down sign by sign. Aries, what's the story for you?
Okay, Aries. For you, this week really spotlights that balance between what you want and your connections, especially with a Venus-Pluto sextile on May 6th.
That aspect sounds familiar.
It is. It's been recurring because of Venus's recent movements. It's pushing you to blend romance and friendship. Think about making friendships, warmer, more romantic maybe, and making romance feel more like a supportive friendship.
Finding that sweet spot.
Exactly. Then Mercury hits Taurus on the 10th. Your focus shifts inward towards your core values, what makes you feel truly secure.
Okay.
So the tip is, get really clear on those non-negotiables. What are they? And then importantly, act on them. Show your commitment through what you do.
Got it. Blend relationships, clarify values.
Yeah.
What about Taurus, with Mercury actually entering their sign?
Right, for Taurus. That Venus-Pluto sextile on the 6th, it could highlight some pretty significant inner transformation that's just starting to show on the outside in your public life, how you lead.
So internal shifts becoming visible.
Yeah, could feel like a quiet but powerful change within you that's ready to be expressed. Trust that feeling, that evolution. And then, with Mercury entering your sign, Taurus, you'll likely find it easier to actually talk about these deeper truths. Your evolving self. Speak from that inner knowing. Let your authentic voice come through, gently but clearly.
It's like a powerful week for Taurus then, getting that inner and outer world aligned. What about Gemini? They're usually buzzing with mental energy.
Well, Gemini, that Venus-Pluto sextile on the 6th, it invites you to think about how your community influences your beliefs and also how your own evolving truths affect your community. It's a two-way street.
That dynamic interplay.
Exactly. Just observe it this week. Then, when Mercury moves into Taurus, you might actually notice your mind slowing down a bit.
Slowing down for Gemini. Is that good?
It can be. It's not necessarily a bad thing. Think of it as an opportunity. Accessing deeper wisdom through stillness, through intuition. Trust the insights that pop up when things are quiet.
Okay, so less mental buzz, maybe more profound thoughts. Makes sense. Cancer, the sensitive crab.
Cancer, Venus-Pluto for you is about stepping out more. Greater visibility, but crucially, while staying emotionally honest.
Being seen authentically.
Yes. Having the courage to show up as you are, maybe even the vulnerable parts. Then Mercury enters Taurus, and you'll likely feel drawn to reconnecting with supportive people, creative friends, maybe.
Leaning on the network.
Definitely. Engage with them, let their appreciation and positive vibes nourish you. It's really a time to allow yourself to be seen and, loved for who you genuinely are.
That's lovely. Okay, Leo. Always ready for the spotlight. What's their week look like?
Leo, that Venus-Pluto connection suggests growth, possibly big growth, through relationships. But relationships that demand a deeper level of trust.
Requires vulnerability, maybe.
Could be. A key partnership might push you past your comfort zone, but in a good way, for expansion, so embrace that. Then Mercury into Taurus. That often brings clarity and confidence, especially in your career or public life.
Stepping up professionally?
Yeah. Speak with that grounded Taurean confidence. Share your work, share your beliefs. Don't hold back.
Great advice. Grow through connection, professional confidence. Now, Virgo. Always analyzing, seeking improvement.
Virgo, Venus-Pluto on the 6th really highlights a desire for, let's say, more honest connections, more mature ones. Time to move past assumptions in relationships.
So clear communication is key.
Absolutely crucial. Say what you want, what you expect, be direct. Then, Mercury into Taurus for you often sparks a desire for learning, maybe some adventure, things that just bring you joy and optimism.
Leaning into joy and learning.
Yes. Pursue knowledge, experiences that genuinely uplift you. Follow that feeling.
Excellent. Virgo gets clear communication and joyful learning. Libra, seeking balance, especially in relationships.
Exactly. Libra, Venus-Pluto is pushing for more truth in your love life, real honesty, even if it feels like it might challenge things a bit.
Rocking the boat for authenticity.
Sometimes you need to, yeah. Being truthful about your desires is really key for genuine connection. And then Mercury in Taurus, it helps you articulate those really deep feelings, those needs that create real intimacy.
Okay.
So, use your words, express what's sacred to you, invite that deeper connection.
Honesty and articulation for Libra. Scorpio, known for intensity and transformation.
Scorpio, Venus-Pluto turns your focus to your foundations, routines, home life, security. How can you make those feel safer, more solid?
Shoring up the base.
Right. It's a good time to intentionally tweak those daily habits that support you. Then Mercury in Taurus encourages you to bring that same clarity and authenticity into your relationships, especially around expectations and desires.
So directness and love too.
Very much so. Speak your truth in partnerships, directly, powerfully, you know how.
Okay. Intentional routines, direct relationship talk for Scorpio. Sagittarius, the adventurer and truth seeker.
Sagittarius, that Venus-Pluto sextile suggests your words have extra weight this week. They can really shift dynamics, so be mindful, speak your truth, but with intention.
Words as power.
Definitely. Then, Mercury entering Taurus calls for simplification. Look at your systems, your daily life. Prioritize well-being, pleasure.
Creating a nourishing rhythm.
Exactly. Build a daily flow that genuinely supports you. Think peace, rest, good food, joy. Make space for it.
Mindful words, prioritizing well-being. Got it. Capricorn, usually focused on structure, responsibility.
Capricorn, Venus-Pluto puts the spotlight right on home, family, maybe finances. Those foundational things, honesty here is critical.
Facing things head-on at home.
Yes. Address any unresolved issues with clarity, with integrity. Don't sweep things under the rug. Then, Mercury in Taurus helps you communicate from the heart, especially in creative projects or romance.
Softer communication.
More heartfelt, yeah. Express affection, share your creative ideas through your words, let that warmth come through.
Honesty at home, heartfelt expression. Aquarius, with Pluto now retrograde in your sign.
Yeah, big energy for Aquarius. That Venus-Pluto sextile emphasizes just how impactful your voice can be right now on relationships, on the structures you're part of.
So, words have consequences.
Big time. Choose them thoughtfully. Recognize their influence. Then Mercury in Taurus helps you connect with your deeper inner truths and express them steadily, groundedly.
Speaking from the gut.
Kind of, yeah. Trust that intuition. Let that inner voice guide how you communicate, especially maybe around home and family matters.
Powerful voice. Trusted intuition for Aquarius. And finally, Pisces.
Pisces, the Venus-Pluto aspect brings clarity about what you truly desire, and it encourages you to let go of anything or anyone that doesn't align with your authentic self anymore.
Getting real with yourself.
Absolutely. Self-honesty is key. Then, Mercury moving into Taurus helps you structure your communication for deeper empathy, better understanding.
Communicating clearly for connection.
Exactly. Be specific, be clear. It will help you build stronger connections.
Okay, so self-honesty and clear, empathetic communication for Pisces. Wow, quite a week then. From May 5th to the 11th, we've got Pluto's retrograde starting that deep review.
Right, that inwards turn.
And Mercury shifting into Taurus, grounding our communication. It really does seem like a week with unique opportunities for every sign to work with these energies.
Definitely. Lots of potential for awareness and intentional action. Remember, astrology shows the weather, the potential landscape.
But your choices shape how you navigate it.
Exactly.
And these insights, week by week, are really meant to give you some guidance, some things to think about as you move through the days ahead. Understanding the energy helps you align with it consciously.
For a more fulfilling week, hopefully. And if you are interested in getting deeper, seeing how these themes play out specifically in your unique birth chart.
Which adds so much more detail.
Right. For that really personalized understanding, just follow the link in the description below. We offer detailed astrological readings tailored just for you. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the Stargazer channel for this week's deep dive.
Always a pleasure.
We look forward to exploring the cosmos with you again next week.